So family, give me just 1 second. Let me share my screen. Oh, I am sharing my screen. Hold on. What's up, family? It's your boy DT, Savings Highway Global, baby. And I'm here just to give you some information that I have about how I got started in Savings Highway Global and how you can make money. Like I didn't see this when I first started, but when I really dug into it, I was amazed. I went to a yacht cruise right here, the same boat. We went out to sea, and I wasn't even there for Savings Highway Global. I was there for something else, and I was dancing and just enjoying myself, but I really wasn't feeling that company that I was there for. So guess what? Another gentleman, my mentor was on the boat, and he introduced me to a guy named Steve Gresham. Didn't know who he was from Adam. Sat down with him, talked to him a few minutes, and they walked off. They had some meetings, and the next thing I know, come Monday morning, I got an email saying, "Welcome to Savings Highway Global." My mentor put me in the business, and I'm like, dude, I don't want to do anything else. I'm gonna focus on. I don't really like it, but I'm gonna focus on this because this is about the best thing I've seen. And he put me on the phone with Steve. And Mr. Gresham, the owner of Savings Highway Global, and when I talked to him, it blew my mind because he said my vision, and it came to me in the dream, was to help 1 million families get out of debt. And in our economy like we have now, if you got a car note, if you got a house note, if you got credit cards, if you got any student loans, if you got any kind of debt, payday loans, you're in debt, right? So he said 1 million families to get out of debt. That was me and everybody that I knew. That everybody that had debt, if they wanted to get out of it, I think we had something for them. So I listened to him, and it blew my mind. I was actually going to the meeting that night to talk about my other business, and I quit the business that same day and joined Savings Highway Global. Went to the meeting that night and showed them Savings Highway Global. So why am I telling you this? Because I came here today just to show you that I came in this business with cold turkey. I didn't have no friends. I didn't have no family. I didn't want to talk to them. And the other one was running from me, like I was a vacuum salesman walking down the street. They were crossing the street on me, all my friends and family, right? So I was in the NFL. I was in the no friends left list. So I'm like, man, what am I gonna do? I said, but you know what, D? You have a skill set. You know how to grind. You know how to advertise. So this boat changed my life. It changed my life. And when I went to that boat, I was so confused. Like, am I gonna stay here? What am I gonna do? I don't really like it. It was cryptocurrency. I don't want to lose my money. I'm like, this is not my space, but it's the best thing I've seen so far. So do I just settle? You know how you settle in a relationship? Do I just settle? Because they don't have everything that I'm looking for. Nobody ever does, but all these bad red flags and attributes that I see, do I settle for that? That's what I was thinking about this company. I'm like, I don't know. So I'm like, God, please tell me what I need to do. I came here, all these young kids around me. I'm in my 50s, and I felt like I was an old man with a walker. I still feel like that today, y'all. So I got off that boat, and I'm like, dude, you got to tell me something. You got to tell yourself something. Are you going to do it or not? I got that phone call that afternoon. It was life changing. So let me go ahead and get into the information that I'm going to show you with this business, if you don't mind. I know what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you just a simple way to start your SHG business, right? And how do you start it? You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself and what you're doing. The home-based business arena creates more millionaires than anybody, anything on this planet. But you got to start with you. You got to believe in yourself. And then you got to hustle like you never hustled before and never give up. Because people are going to come at you. I always had my mom like, how's your little business doing? And my brother's like, you ain't going to get rich at that. Other brothers like, they're going to call the police on you. Y'all know I made close to $2 million in my last company. This is a piece of cake once I understood it, right? But he was like, all these people that I thought loved me were giving me bad advice, and when none of them paying my bills. So you got to be careful who you listen to. You got to be careful who you let up here, because if you don't, then they can steal your dream. And that's what they were doing, low key stealing my dream. So I'm like, let me focus on what I got to do. Let me focus on the things I have to do with this business. So I love y'all, but I'll be back. And that's what I said in the last company, and I'm saying it here too. But I didn't even talk to them this time because I knew what their head was from the last company. So I'm like, I'm just hustle and then I'm gonna make them turn their head around, right? So that's what I'm doing. And I have a not quit attitude. So if you came to my YouTube channel today looking at Savings Highway Global and you want to make some money, you got the right guy because I'm all in. I got my sleeves rolled up. I want to get back to the space. In my last company, I was making 30, 40, 50, 60,000 a month. I want to get back to that space. And I'm hungry to get back to that space. And I'm looking for some sharp people that's going to roll up their sleeves and get back to that space. Is this for everybody? I don't know. Do you want to save or make money? It makes sense to me, but still people gonna quit. That's just the law of this business. What's the law of any business? If you own the best business, you own Google, people are gonna quit your Google business. You own Facebook, they're gonna quit that. So I understand that I have to think about this as from a leadership perspective and from a business owner's perspective. I'm gonna have turnover. I'm gonna have churn. But guess what? I'm also going to have attrition. And it's going to start with me. It's going to start with me looking for sharp people like you to come in, train you, coach you, mentor you all the way through the process of becoming a SHG, a Savings Highway Global Millionaire. So, but it all starts with the proper mindset. So if you come in talking about this one of those pyramid things, or if you coming in talking about this is, I don't want to hear your sales pitch, I'm not for you. I'm only working for people who got positive thoughts in their heads and said, I can do better. I'm willing to be coachable. I'm willing to be teachable. Okay. So let's talk about some of the things that I do to build my business. Now, this is me. This is my full-time job. I still got that job today. I'm a bus driver. I'm a city bus driver. But that doesn't mean anything. I've got a blessing because that bus driving job pays me 70, 80, sometimes close to $90,000 a year if I want it. That's a lot of hard work, but I got a side hustle. But before I had a side hustle, that's what I was doing, right? Working all those hours to make my ends meet. So I have a foundation. And if you have a job, that's great. If you don't have a job, you can do this part-time. You're still going to need a job. You can't do this with no income coming in. So I, think of things that motivate me. I think of things that are, give me an entrepreneurial mindset. So I always got something running in my mind every single day from a positive perspective. And one of them says, live a few years like like your life, most people won't, so you can spend the rest of your life like most people can't. So then I also put this in here. I turn my feelings off every single day. I had somebody call me last week. Last week to talk about Savings Highway Global, to talk about this business. And guess what? As soon as when I'm doing the presentation or giving them the phone call, we was talking over the phone, he told me F me and hung up. And I'm like, hey, feelings off. It's no big deal because in the business, you're going to get that. You're going to get rude customers at your restaurant. People are people. You can't change them. So this is some of the things that I do. Savings Highway Global is a perfect side hustle. And this is some of the things that I do to grow my business. I'm going from left to right. Those are yard signs. Legitimate home-based business, act now, call or text. That's my phone number, right? And our SHG membership saves people money. Even on my cars. I have that's $100,000 car. I have make money working from home on it. It don't matter. It's a car, right? That's going to make me money instead of me paying for it and not making any money. I got buttons that I wear. Ask me how I can win. I got business cards. I have people in my house, before COVID and now monkeypox, but I have had people in my house showing a presentation every night, or I'm in their house. And this is one of my social media posts that's attached to my business. All of this points to that capture page right there. So what do you got to give me? You got to give me your name, your email address, and your phone number. You know why? Because I want to market to you over the years. And in order for me to do that, I need your email address. So this is really, really cool because everything I market has ihelpeveryone.com, which is right down there. ihelpeveryone.com right there. It all points to the capture page. And guess what? You got to give me that information. And then I'll call you, but I also added you to my email list, which means that I can market to you for forever. Actually, that's why I have that arrow there. Everything's got a market. You got to have eyeballs on your business. And I'm perfect to teach you how to do this because it's my wheelhouse. I knock it out the park every month. I bring in new people from Savings Highway, from outside of Savings Highway Global, because they want to make more money, but they're just looking for somebody to help them, right? So in addition to that, this is just for new people when they first get started. They're going to go and follow these 5 steps and connect to our dream team. This is me and my mentor. We help you succeed in this business. And this is my next flyer for the St. Louis event, August 27, 2022. I just want to pop in and tell you that Savings Highway Global is the best thing I've ever seen before in my life in terms of making money. Y'all know, I'm going to just be honest. My check is between $800, $600 to $1,000 every single week. And I'm just getting started. So that's a long way from $50,000, or that's a long way from $10,000 in a week, but I see it. I can see it. So that's why I'm grinding. That's why I'm looking for some sharp people, and I'm looking for you. So join me, come grow with me, come, let's knock down these positions in Savings Highway together. And I absolutely love the fact that you jumped on my webinar. And God bless you guys and have a great night. I'll talk to you soon.